Hi everyone, it's Celeste and welcome to my booktube channel. It's been a while, but today I want to film my October reads for 2018. I read a total of 5 books. I had a 2-star book, 2 3-star books, and 2 4-star books. The first book that I finished was called Something New by Lucy Nisley. And here's how it looks. It's kind of, there we go. And it is a graphic novel about a woman planning for her wedding and all about like her decision making and all that. And it was okay. It's more written for people who are interested in wedding planning than for someone like me. But I enjoyed her other book, and so I gave it 3 stars. The next one that I read was on my Kindle, and it's called Stumbling into Love by Aurora Rose Reynolds. And it was a contemporary romance set in New York, and it's about this girl and this guy, and they kind of have misunderstandings, and it's pretty regular as far as contemporary goes. I enjoyed the humor in it fairly well, and I enjoyed it. It wasn't really problematic to me, and so I gave it 3 stars. The next book that I read is The Wicked Deep by Shay Earnshaw, which I'm sure you guys are familiar with. Like, it's been pretty popular on BookTube. It's about this seaside town in Oregon, or Washington, sorry, and these 3 witch sisters were drowned, and every summer they come back and they possess the bodies of teenage girls, and they drown teenage guys, or young men actually. And I thought it was really atmospheric and good, just like a lot of people else on BookTube have thought about it, and I enjoyed it enough that I gave it 4 stars. The next one that I read was an audiobook, and it was Napoli Ever After by Trisha R. Thomas. And the reason that I read that one was because, or listened to it on audio was because I wanted to watch the Netflix movie that's on it by the same name. And I found that the book was okay. It was a little dated. It's a contemporary romance. It's about this woman who's having issues with her own sense of self, and so therefore she's having issues in all the relationships she's trying to engage in. And I only gave that one 2 stars. The movie was actually better in that case. So, and it went along with the book, but not as much as it could have. So there was that. And then the last book that I read was on audio, and it was Pet Sematary by Stephen King. And I feel like it's a book that a lot of people know about, but it's set in this small town in Maine. And this man who's a doctor and his family, his wife and his 2 kids, they move into this house where there is a pet cemetery through a trail in the woods where people have buried their pets over the years. And he learns that if you go beyond the pet cemetery, the ground has, there's magical purposes for the ground in that area. And, you know, he decides to, test things out and see how it goes. And it brings his cat back to life, and from there things get really creepy and dark. And I gave it 4 stars. It's not the best Stephen King that I've ever read, but it was a good Stephen King, a nice early piece of Stephen King, and I really like Stephen King's early works. And so I enjoyed it, and it made me think about it for a while afterwards, so that's why I gave it 4 books. So I didn't have a massive reading month this month, but I had a pretty good reading month, and so I don't feel too upset about it. Stay tuned to my channel. I'll be posting my November TBR pretty soon, and I hope you like this video, and if you do, give it a like, or please think of subscribing, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!